Okay. Hey everybody. So just got off work, just hanging out. INFJ did request that I go live. So it's interesting. She did say it's Tuesday. And she's right. It is Tuesday. And Tuesdays at 6 used to be my night to go live all the time. So why not? Here I am, you guys. Don't know how entertaining I'll be. I'm tired. I've been like busting my butt all day. I got a whole bunch of new hires. And honestly, I kind of just want to like open a beer or something and just chill out. I was hoping we'd have a speakeasy, but that's not till tomorrow. So what do you guys want me to talk about? What do you guys want me to talk about? People better jump on. Okay. Also, I am totally sporting the chillin' casual with
fuzzy slippers
kind of ensemble. Okay. Nothing fancy or cute or anything like that. I just was at home, cold, wanted to hang out, got to make dinner later. So this is what you get. Okay. Which I will admit, it is probably a lot better than what I normally come on wearing and looking like. So there's that. But what do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about WSOF? Do we want to talk about more theories on Fenn? Like, what are the things? Let me put the link in the chat and you guys can come save me from myself because, like, clearly I need it. Ooh, fuzzy in my hair. I need saving. Okay. So hold, please. Look at. All my hair is growing back from losing it during COVID. It's just,
it's fuzzy. It's fuzzy everywhere.
Okay, hold on. La 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 la. I'm getting so many promos sent to my phonos. Okay. So let me go. Where am I? Okay, there I am. Okay. Okay, got it. Copy invite link. Hopefully someone will just like just take over my channel. So I don't even know if I want to be live right now. Hi, INFJ. Did you see Troy talk to Rob? He said he seems okay. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. Hey, Jeff. So I'm live on the request of INFJ. I don't even know if I want to be live right now. Hold on. Okay, let me go back here. Honestly, I've been working all day today. I literally just got off right now. What am I supposed to talk about? I don't know what to talk about. I want coffee, but I need to do a different thing with coffee because I think I made that coffee wrong. So I either want coffee or I want something to drink. So yeah. Someone come jump on here and save me from myself, please. Obviously, I could talk about like anything under the sun. You know, I never run out of topics to talk about. I'm just debating. Do I even want to talk about something today? Hold, please. I'm gonna wait for others to jump in the chat so then they could just take over. Like, where's Street? Where's Galaxy? Where's Susie? What are you doing for holidays? And do you have quota for work? Yeah, I have my quota for work. I have to get 20 people hired by January 4th. And it's myself and the other recruiter. And we're each supposed to hit 10. That's our quota. So we equally bring in 20. Right now, I've got 12 on my own. So, yeah. Or wait, no. Is that 12? Yeah, I've got 12 on my own, which I'm already 2 ahead of what I was supposed to have. So yeah, I already hit my quota, but I'm gonna keep hitting numbers just to make sure we hit the numbers. Holidays. Ugh. God, I'm supposed to do so much this weekend. So I'm supposed to go to a holiday Christmas work party event. That's going to consist of dinner and karaoke, which, hello, I love karaoke. So I'm all excited for that. But also I need to figure out like what I'm gonna wear. I'm probably just gonna do my hair like crazy in a bun like this and just wear something fancy. I don't know. And then my family, my cousin Jake and his wife are having the family over for a chili and oyster stew. That's a tradition we do is every Christmas Eve we do chili and oyster stew. Those are the options. And it's always so good too. Like every time the chili and the stew's made, I'm like, I love it so much. Back when I was a kid, I hated the oyster stew, but now I'm like, I'm old enough. I've got a different like, taste palette. So I'm going to be excited to do that. I'm not excited to go to my family's single because it's like different when you're single during Thanksgiving and see family versus single during Christmas and see family. It's just, it's weird. And speaking of, oh my God, I found out today, DJ has not only been like watching my damn social media, he's been having his side hoes watch my social media. I like have screenshots of it. It's so weird. And then he was watching me on TikTok and I'm just like, thirsty much? Are you thirsty, sir? I ain't falling for it. No. Absolute bullshit. So yeah, I got to deal with that today. It's so funny. Didn't deny it either. That was the greatest part. What do I want to do? I'm just trying to talk until people come in here so I could start sending out links and they could join and hey, like save me from myself right now. Funnily enough, I think Street's probably doing something with family. He's probably busy. Or he's probably just sitting back watching, saying, she could suffer a little bit longer. I can see him doing that too. Elle. Hi, Elle. Wait, is that Lancey, Elle? Is that my Lancey? I could be working with Jana on the Secret Tribute. I think she tried calling me when I was at work and I couldn't answer it. Hey, Davey. So, yeah, I'm live, but I feel so strange. I'm not the same chasing indie like I used to be. It's like when I had that channel, it had, a platform. It had other ways to just do really cool stuff. And now it's like, yay, Lancey, hi. So Lancey and I were teamed up trying to solve Nick and, oh my God, what's her name? Lisa Finch's Christmas puzzle. And it was so funny because like I know Nick's one of my really good friends, and so I've known his ass to be obsessed with that damn fragile lamp from A Christmas Story for like ever, right? And the thing that threw me off with the puzzle was they did this little fun fairy tale Christmas story about like spring versus winter, and I thought we were supposed to be looking for fairy tales. Is this a tribute to the secret of the secret? Like, what are we looking for? We had Tornado Alley. We had everything like that. And if I would have just went on and saw the damn fragile lamp, because I was talking about it the entire week. I was like, if he did that one. And it turns out that's exactly what they did. It was so funny. We were just like down in the land of Oz looking for flower murals. And it's like the entire time I knew the lamp. I knew the lamp was there. I just was like, he wouldn't. It doesn't make sense. But then when they dropped the solution to their puzzle, I was like, oh, okay, it does make sense. That was pretty cool. So, hey, Ben. Is this Ben or is this Ashley? Because I know Ashley said she was considering going live tonight to show us how to make bread. And I will gladly send the link so she could do it on my channel and not torture her own channel if she thinks they don't want to see bread. We want to see bread. We want to see the bread being made, okay? Hold on. I'm just gonna do it this way. Hold, please. Participants. Copy invite link. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm so tired. I need to make coffee, or I need to drink alcohol. So here you go, Ben. Sent you the link just in case. Oops, I don't want to see my face. Hold, please. Hold, please. Back to the chat. There we go. Yellow and green, quite an Oz trip. Okay, it's Ben. Is Ashley in the kitchen making bread right now? I'm intrigued. Hey, Mark. I just saw you send another email and one before that. I was at work, so I didn't get a chance to reply to either. I put it in Reddit. Put what in Reddit, my link? What do you think of Forrest starting? Starting. Is that supposed to be a New Yorker's version of starting? 32K words in olive jar, not 20K. Is that starting, stating, or starting? Like what is it? I'm so confused. Yeah, so Ben, if you want to hit the link and save me, it would be much appreciated right now, because again, I'm live because INFJ asked me to go live. I used to go live every Tuesdays at 6. It's Tuesday at 6 o'clock, so therefore I guess I'm live. Oh, Discord, okay. Oh God. Crump's probably just being all salty again about it. It's funny. Yeah, I was stating. Okay, that's what I thought. Stating. Although it'd be funny to be like starting. Yeah, I was trying to see what was happening in Discord earlier. People were talking about the guy who bought the olive jar again. They're insinuating he might be at WSOF, and what else were you guys talking about? You guys were talking about a lot of really interesting shit today in Discord. I don't feel like being live till I have something to say or info to share from my shenanigans. From your shenanigans. But it's not about like chase shit, really. It's just hanging out, kind of like talking theories, stuff like that. Like, you know, my channel. My channel is like a baby channel now. I started over, so nobody's even watching. You're good. We got 15 people. Okay, we got 15. Start from the bottom. Now we're at the bottom. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. The New Mexico tourism video, Forrest Fenn said, I know my book says 28K words, but it is 32K. So more in the olive jar than expected after all. He's changed the number upwards every so often, ending at 32,200. Felt like some kind of hint. He changed his flight numbers the same way. Oh no, we're getting into DB Cooper territory. I don't know how I feel about this. Shall I retreat? Shall I retreat? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, by the way, Nick just got his ha 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 book. Oh God. Hi, Carrie. Also, okay. Yeah, that'd be fascinating. I don't know. People, I forgot where the rumor started, but somewhere someone said that the buyer, the owner of the olive jar, was going to WSOF. So I don't know what it is, but I just feel like this coming WSOF is going to be so much different than the previous ones. Like, don't get me wrong. Every WSOF I've been to has been like pretty crazy, but I want to say like probably my favorite one was 2021. You know, the wedding and hanging out with everybody, like that was a lot of fun. Heartbreak was not fun, but the rest of it was a lot of fun. I am kind of like on edge though, thinking that something else is going to happen in Vegas. And I was actually talking to Ashley about it today on the phone, and I was just saying like, why do I feel like something's brewing? Just like last time, we felt like something was brewing. We were right, something was brewing. But now I'm like, well, my photos already got leaked. So there's no more photos to leak. So that's good. But then I was like, oh, but they have the videos too. So if they leak my videos and they send them throughout the community, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to be embarrassed. I'm just going to walk up to each person who receives said video and charge them $50 subscription. Okay. Just kidding. But yeah, nowadays you got to have dark humor to survive this crazy shit. 305 magically turned into 328 after flight 305 was hijacked. Him changing the word count could be a nod to changing his flight number. That's fascinating. But isn't the like theory that it wasn't Skippy and it wasn't Forrest who was DB Cooper, or sorry, Dan Cooper? It was a friend of his or something, or an acquaintance, which I always thought that would be a better understanding. But it's still interesting because the olive jar keeps pointing to the story being Skippy, specifically Skippy and his death. So it's fascinating. On Heritage Auctions, the olive jar is at $72K from the auction. A lot of the items sold are being offered for sale by the original buyers. Maybe that was in the plan to sell after. No, it's not saying it's set at 72K. So the person who ended up winning the bid on the olive jar ended up getting at 40,000 plus, like, you know, whatever added pricing they added to it. So it was like 48,000. So now that that person won the bid, if someone were to try and offer a higher bid for them to give over the olive jar, it would start at 72,000. That's what you're seeing. So yeah, shout out to Christy. Just in case you want to, you know, summon the rest of your people to come together and offer 72,000 on the olive jar and be the heroes of the said community, there's your chance. And it's not even public. All you have to do is just, you know, offer 72,000 or more. And, you know, remember Ben was supposed to be offering 100,000. So 72,000 is pocket change, right? There you go. Be the savior that we all need. Where he speaks as if it's first person, but he's all just hinting at Skippy. I think it's Skippy, but Fenn wrote ha 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 from the Skippy perspective. To write Skippy's autobiography, his hints to DB Cooper could work the same. So Nick's gonna try and solve ha ha ha. So that'll be interesting. Very interesting indeed. I don't know why it's so cold. I feel like maybe I don't have my space heater on properly. If I should fix my space heater, because it feels like really cold still. So I don't know if I should fix my space heater or if I should bundle up and stop bitching about the cold. Yeah. Also, I don't really need to make dinner. I just need to heat up what I made yesterday. So I do need food at some point. 100K text was a joke. I offered 50,000 and they leaked it. So I was done after that. Yeah, I know, Ben. I was joking. I was just saying, like, if y'all want to be the savior of the community, especially Christy, just come together. You have time now. Get your people assembled and make an offer. Hey, Galaxy. So anytime we talk chess, we summon Galaxy. That's why his avatar is the chest itself. Alan K stated that is why my dad jumped from that plane in live chat. Does Alan think that maybe his father is DB Cooper? Oh my God, no, Alan was joking. Alan's funny. He says funny stuff as a joke. I hear Rob is feeling better. Yeah, so INFJ said that up at the top. She said that they got an update from Troy about Rob. So he's doing better. So that's good. I hope he's not, like, you know, in a hospital or anything, but I also hope if things got that extreme, he found help, because that's a scary place to be at alone. Especially during winter, like it's freezing cold. And I don't remember where. I think Rob's in Chicago. I think right now, like, it's a really, really, really cold winter because of some type of blizzard that's going through. It's like in the 40s in Texas or something. Yeah, it's crazy. So it would be really great if Galaxy could hit the link and come on and share some of his thoughts and opinions on the chase or the chest or the auction or anything under the damn sun, so I could open a drink real fast and start drinking it. Either it's going to be coffee, tea, or alcohol, because I've had a day. I will. Listening as I drive. Okay. I'm sure he was kidding, Idaho. Yeah, he was kidding. Alan doesn't believe his father is DB Cooper. Although that would be quite the twist, right? Like to have someone in the community be related to the man of mystery. Fascinating. Don't ever knock it. I would not knock it in this Chase community with all the crazy freaking twists and turns we keep going through. Oh, there's a Christmas Discord party tomorrow. Are we going to be on camera or are we just going to hang out with our voices in the speakeasy? Because if we're going to be on camera, I want to actually be like a Christmas tree or something. Because I like to do stuff like that. I like to be a nerd and dress up for no reason whatsoever. Except for when I second guess myself. Like, for instance, Friday, my holiday work thing Christmas party. I have to physically leave my house and go somewhere and meet people that I work with in real life. Not only do I have to do that, I have to eat dinner with them. I have to karaoke with them, but I cannot go past HR guidelines. What have I done? Like, just what have I done? I'll be on camera. I hope others are too decked out. Yeah, okay. Damn it. What do I have? That's Christmassy. Where's my hat? I know I brought my Christmas hat. Who is it? I think it's in my closet. Is it in my closet or in the box? What do I have that's Christmassy now? I don't remember. Stationery. Where it moved. Caper alluded that she's going to Tennessee within 2 weeks to visit with Jack Stu. Interesting. I don't remember her saying that, but I have not been paying attention. Listen to me very carefully. Do not get drunk at your work Christmas party. Yeah, trust me, I won't. I will not. I will not. I'm not even going to drink at my freaking Christmas party, honestly. Like, I already have to drive out there. It's pretty far to begin with. So I'm not gonna be stupid. Thank you. Not during these holidays. The fact that I'm even going is like shocking to me. I might end up coming up with some stomach bug by tomorrow. Honest to God. I'll be like, oh no, I'm sick. I can't go out and be social. Maybe, but I know. You know what? But do they have paper and pens? Paper and pens? What? Oh, stationery. Like, okay. What's up, peeps? Keep calm and treasure on, and Merry Christmas. Hey, Kiwi. So, I mean, since Galaxy requested that I go live a few days ago, and out of the kindness of my heart, I did, I am requesting Galaxy come join the panel so I don't have to sit here talking to myself awkwardly. Like, it'd be much appreciated. Yay. Pretty please. Thank you. The Stephanie T. Cell, aka Stephanie 30 Acre special guest video, Ask Us Anything video recently. She said she was going to Tennessee to visit Jackson. Oh, well, I didn't watch that video really. I just like came in at, I think, the ending because everyone was like freaking out. And I was like, why are we freaking out? Oh, little life update. Okay, little life update. So, you know how I spent a lot of money on that dress that I wanted to feel nice in for like New Year's Eve, my birthday, and Las Vegas? So I finally tried it on, and it turns out I should have probably tried it on before I even got rid of the bags and stuff because of COVID, my butt got a lot bigger than what it used to be. And because of COVID, that dress ain't going to go over my butt. And because of that, that dress barely covers my butt. Therefore, I cannot wear it to Vegas. So I'm back to the drawing board. I'm just going to probably wear something basic like a potato sack and call it a day. Okay. This is what happens when I try and attempt to be something other than what I am. So you can see the dress is literally in the corner. I'm staring at it right now. There's no use for it. And I'm looking for my damn receipt for it so I can return it because it was incredibly expensive. And I'm just like, I can't find it. The email does not exist at this point. The person she said was texting her, I know what you're up to, was me. So is everything good with you and Christy now, Ben? Because y'all have got me on a fucking emotional roller coaster ride. 1 minute y'all are enemies. You're saying you guys aren't friends, we're done. Then you're RSVPing to the Vegas thing, which I just RSVP'd too. But I'm just confused. Is everything good now? Can we go into WSOF having fun, or is it going to be another like awkward silent war leading up to WSOF? Like, I'm so confused. Not that I'm taking anyone's side at this point anymore. Like, I don't care. I don't want to take sides anymore. I don't care whose side is what. I just want people to shut the fuck up and get along. Like, that's all I want. So there we go. I stole your rock. The next time you see it, people will ask questions. Oh. A doc about nothing. Perfect. Talk about days of our lives. You mean lives? This is lies, but I think you meant lives. Unless you're being cheeky. I don't know at this point. I'm actually shocked. Shy Guy isn't in here. Granny isn't in here. They're usually in here, like, doing something. So trying to go to WSOF, we should be there. Wait, by we, do you mean you and Kiwi? Are you going to bring Kiwi with you to Vegas? That would be interesting. Would not advise it, especially in the cold, but that would be interesting. I'm RSVPing because I have to defend my title despite them changing the rules. I'm partaking in everything, but I don't have to be teammates with K-Pro. We will be fine in public. So does that mean we're doing the party bus too? Because I was asking Ashley and she said, fuck no to the party bus, but I kind of want to be a basic bitch and pay $50 for the party bus, but I don't know. Are y'all doing it? Or are we not doing it? Can you let me know about the party bus? I mean, I'm not going to do the WSOF poker tourney because I suck at poker. Like, well, I don't suck at it. I just don't know how to play it. And earlier February, wait, no, I didn't do that one earlier February. Last February, I got really bored and just sat there and I kept winning, but didn't know what to do with it. So I just like folded. And then I went and got myself a really big drink that was so big, it required a necklace around my neck to support it. We will Uber. Wait, why? We will Uber? But that's like Ubering to like multiple different bars because it's like bar hopping throughout the whole thing. So are we going to Uber or are we going to walk? Because Ubering, even from like one spot to the next, is kind of pricey to begin with. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna bring money for Vegas and stuff, but are we gonna blow it all on Uber? I want to blow it all on alcohol and food and slots. I rebought 3 times within the allotted rebuy period. Ben rebought 200 times. That was scary. Drink necklace? Yes, they have drink necklaces at the Horseshoe. It's literally like right where the tourney happens, kind of like it's one of the frozen ones, and I think it was like $50 or $60 for the thing, but it was massive. And I got one for myself and I got one for Christy because it was like right after she and Mike got married. So right after, I walked up to her and I presented to her this huge, like massive drink, and then Molly gave me an edible and I didn't know it was an edible. And the next thing you know, I was like wanting food really bad. So I kidnapped Christy and a bunch of others and we went and got tacos. Which, by the way, Ben, I'm getting us to go get tacos again because like you never experienced this little spot. It's like, I think it's between the Flamingo and Valley / Horseshoes. It's like in the center. It's a little pop-up shop. And it's like so fucking good. Jeff was there. He remembers. Party bus will take people to one place and pick them up. Same thing we can do. Party bus is loud music partying on broken speakers behind and above you with a stripper pole, no lighting, and bumps along the way. I just wanted to do it just to say I've never done a party bus. It'd be interesting, but I get it. If you and Ashley don't want to do it, I'm fine not doing it. I used to give it out for free to sell tables at nightclubs. Fascinating. And I don't know how Ashley and I will be dressed that night. I know it's going to be very cold in February in Vegas, like very cold. So I think I'm going to be planning to dress like an Eskimo, especially if we're doing like Fremont Street and stuff. Definitely dressing like an Eskimo. And y'all better not ditch me this time because we're fucking sweet mates, bitch. We're sweet mates. You better not ditch me. Okay? Okay. Papillon chiropractors? What? Talk about chest pain? Wait, what? I don't even understand what's going on in my own chat room. Wait, Dan Burberry stated people close to Forrest, Fenn, and Jack. No, Forrest, Fenn, special spot. Do you think? I also think Sarah Davis knows that special spot for sure. I mean, it seems like she does because she was there to do recon and they had to walk her through the entire solution via Google Earth. So, yeah, I think it'd be safe to say Sarah does, in fact, know the location and the solution. Carrie is currently making a purple sweet potato. Fascinating. Fascinating. Is that what they do with taro or whatever when you order boba? I think Capra will be on camera with Jack Stoof and it will be in Jens' documentary one day soon. More power to her. I know I was really mad at Jack Stoof when I did the documentary for Jens and I was just an angry elf. I was very angry. That would be interesting, Idaho dope, if that happens. So where's Ashley? I want to see her make her bread or something. So yeah, I guess we're not doing the party bus, but then we're going to do everything else, right, Ben? We're going to go to the cabinet, which is like a speakeasy themed bar, which sounds really cool. So before that, we could go to like dinner, wherever you guys want to go. I mean, I think Sugar Factory is bomb as hell, but it is like annoying to do the wait and stuff. So if you guys want to do something else, I'm totally down for that. There used to be this amazing steampunk bar slash eatery, but it ended up going out of business. Like they had the most amazing chorizo mac and cheese I've ever had in my life. And I would go there all the time. But it's kind of glad, like I should be glad it's not in business anymore. Because if I went there, I'd probably start crying like a little freaking bitch. Because it's like memories of when relationships didn't suck. So I vote sushi. Oh God, no, Ben. No sushi in Vegas. No sushi in Vegas. No. That is how you die on your first night in Vegas. No. I will cut you. Like, fuck no. I'm gonna call Ashley right now and tell her, fuck, we need to save Ben from himself. No sushi, Vegas. Cannot ever happen. No baking tonight and beat. Oh, I see. Yeah, I just told your man, Ashley, that there's no way in hell we're doing sushi in Vegas because we will die. And then we'll just spend the remaining days in our expensive ass suite just dying. Like, remember you and your story about the fish tacos? Think of that times 10. Okay. Don't ever do sushi in Vegas. Good God. Benjamin. No. Old and Bold says pickles for Ben. You're going to make Ben so mad. But I also want to go upstairs and get pickles now because I've got the Dave's spicy pickles and they were like my fucking favorite. Some of the best sushi gets flown in on ice to Vegas straight from the harbors. Ben, I'm speaking from multiple times of experience. I went with many friends that are sushi aficionados. Don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, if you guys really want to do sushi, I will go with you. I will not eat the sushi, but I will have like noodles or something. Like, just learn from my mistakes, okay? Do not do sushi in fucking Vegas. Do like a steak or a fucking prime rib or like something else or like a fucking buffet. No, I've gone to the really bougie ass sushi places. Trust me. The sushi where it's like $150 for a roll because it's got gold flakes on it. I've been to all of them. Although there was this one place we went one time and it was like it was a complete hole in the wall, right? It kind of made me like think we're going to die. We're going to get jumped just coming here. And there was one roll that was like fucking phenomenal that to this day, I will never be able to find something like that again. And it was a Las Vegas roll. Like we got a Las Vegas roll in Las Vegas, right? At the sushi spot. And it was so good. I could have just eaten like 100 rolls of the Las Vegas roll, but I'd have to reach out to my friend PJ to get the name of that sushi spot. And even then I would be scared because over the years, it's been so long since I went there. Wouldn't even know if it was worth going to again. I used to eat sushi off go-go dancers at the club I manage weekly. Ugh! Oh God, Ben. Ugh! Oh, why? My mental image now is just, why would you paint that in my head? Ashley, get your man. Oh man, I will never see you the same way again, Ben. Not after that. Not after that. Back to heritage auctions, many items are being offered for sale with a make offer button to potential new buyers of the Forrest Fenn treasure sale. Yeah, you know what's interesting is if you do that, like if you do make an offer and they accept your offer, you could go completely anonymous. So for people who are trying to be a smokescreen for who's really trying to buy that olive jar, that would be the perfect way to do it. You have all the attention on this one man who we've never heard of that claims he's, was a searcher and stuff. But if they do a make an offer, Calvary could buy it. Cavalry or Netflix or Shiloh or Posey, like anyone can. Yeah, Ben's laughing at the fact that I'm totally like, bleh! sorry, nothing against you, just, although I've been to a strip club once. It was in Vegas. First time I ever went to a strip club. It was kind of fun, actually. I got a lot of attention. I'm like a really good wing girl. I just got to say that. Funny how nobody wants to open it. Yeah, it is interesting. When you get home at 9 a.m. from work and started at 4 the day before, you got to enjoy the little things. Like California rolls off of a stripper's ass. Okay. Got it, Ben. The little things. That's what I said, Ashley. That's what I said. I was like, what? Like, if the next time you have sushi, you better be... Actually, Ashley's better than that. She wouldn't let you eat sushi off of her ass, so we're good. Ashley is the creme de la creme. She's not a stripper. Ew. A stripper in Vegas grabbed my jewels and thanked me. Where did my chat go to? It was my job and she was hot. Wait, what? John's having his own conversation over in La La Land for a second. I'm trying to keep up with everything. Go-go dancer's ass, huge difference. Oh God. That reminds me of the go-go dancer in the glass box at Tao. Like we went to Tao like forever ago. This is back when I was still able to wear tiny little pink dresses with matching stiletto heels. Okay. But we walked up to Tao, and immediately when my friends and I walked up to Tao, I got us into VIP. It was so cool. Like that's how cute I used to be, right? And so we walk into Tao, we're VIP, and we're literally in VIP. There's all the women who are like go-go dancers dancing in a glass box. Well, my friend Baram, he's not from here, basically. And so he brought one of those glass dance box go-go ladies back with him to our suite. And when I tell you, I've never seen a crazy lady more in my entire life than that lady. Yeah. She was running amok. She kept like obsessively wanting to just like be around me. And I'm like, go away. Like, this is strange. And at one point, she literally launched herself onto me and knocked me on the floor and said I reminded her of Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter, which is a cool compliment, right? But I was like, Baram, you better get this bitch before I get her in a headlock. Like, what did you do? And she ended up getting my Popcornopolis popcorn and throwing it all over the hotel. And I can't even remember half the other stuff. I was just like, get her out of here. So Ben, Ashley, when we go to Vegas, I know we're splitting a suite. Let's just make sure we don't bring any glass box go-go dancers home, okay? Okay. Seriously, do you want me to hit you? Oh shit. Ashley gonna cut you. I'm watching Oak Island, but heard you guys were talking about eating Mr. Brown. Oh, that's funny. Mr. Brown, he has a home and a family. Not anymore. Not with Ben coming in. Mr. Brown went out not as a hero, but as a side dish to a go-go dancer's butt. If you want good luck in Vegas, wear hush puppies. That's probably what Fenn would do. Packer, Ben was eating sushi off Bobby Dazzlers. Oh god, that's so funny. Oh, that's great. Home in his belly. Oh man, it's just, you guys are horrible. Luna, love good. Yep, I get that a lot. Yeah, so what we learned tonight is we're not going to allow Ben to have sushi in Vegas whatsoever, because when he does, it includes go-go dancers' butts, and Ashley does not approve of that. So Ben, sorry, you're all out of luck with sushi in Vegas. After they fired Miriam, it was game over. What? Did you name the fish Miriam? What? Oh, wait, you named the go-go dancer Miriam. Interesting name choice, Carrie. Interesting. So Ben ate Mr. Brown off of a naked woman or a rock. A go-go dancer's butt. Apparently, according to Ben, it's different than a stripper, okay? I love how my chat has just been hijacked to talk about strippers, butts, and sushi. I like can't even with this. Hey Zozo. Hey Packer. So how is paradise? Wait, how why do you keep spelling it like DICE? That's not how you spell paradise. Are we trying to like put in a little Easter egg there? They're the same picture. They're the same picture. What is going on? What? It's the same picture. What are you guys talking about? You're talking about Mr. Brown on a rock? Are you saying a rock is just as magnificent as a go-go dancer's butt? Oh God. Y'all are ridiculous. No, stop it. I'm gonna remove that from my chat room. No. No. A picture at 9 Mile Hole on a gigolo's butt. See, this is how telephone happens. Now Kiwi's under the impression that Ben was eating sushi off of a gigolo's butt instead of a go-go dancer's butt. I just deleted the one message. It's okay. I deleted the rim shot message because I know what that is, and that's not going to be in this chat room. YouTube chat eats gifts. I just watched a commercial for the clap on, but it's Grogu in his carrier face palms. Yes! I protest Packer's deletion. It was one comment protest. Well, Packer's still in the chat room. He can still post and everything. I just deleted that one comment because I'm like not looking to get shut down. Thank you. Maybe I'm the one with the dirty mind. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Rob? And he enters the chat room with a WTF. This cannot be good. I meant when you hit a drum after a joke. She was thinking of a different type of... Y'all need to stop. Oh, God. What has become of my channel? Nobody knows because it started over. It's a reset. It is a reset. And Ben is protesting that I deleted Packer's comment. So now it's back in here and I can't do anything. My mods have usurped me. I've been usurped. I knew what Packer meant. I mean, if y'all don't know what a rim shot represents, there's a rim shot, but rim shot is just as bad, if not worse, than a rim job. So the fact that I'm having to reiterate this, good Lord. Wait, so people paid Ben to eat sushi off his butt, or did Ben pay them? See, telephone is great. It went from Ben ate sushi off a stripper's ass to Ben ate sushi off of a go-go dancer's ass to Ben ate sushi off of a gigolo's butt, and now Ben paid people to eat sushi off of his butt. Like, what? I love it. It's so funny. They paid me, Carrie. I was the manager. Oh man, I should change the title of this video to Chasers Gone Wild. You know, I'm gonna try really hard to document WSOF this time because I haven't really had the best of luck documenting everything. So since I'm gonna be with Ben and Ashley, I feel like all three of us are gonna be going live and documenting things. That'll be fascinating. Will we be documenting Ben eating sushi off of anyone's butt? No, I'm pretty sure Ashley will murder him and then I will have to help her hide the body, which is kind of ideal since we're in Vegas, right? There's like nothing but desert, but still, it takes a lot of time. I plan to have a cute outfit and some cute shoes. I don't want to get that messed up with Ben. Oh, to Ben. No, thank you. So Ben, behave so we don't have to hide your body, okay? I probably shouldn't have quit so quickly. Only did it for 5 years. Yeah, me too, Ash. You know, you and I could just go have our own sushi date minus the Benjamin. But I think it would be better at Sugar Factory or somewhere else, honestly. What they don't know, Treasure Warriors, is that if you rewatch this, there were 17 hints to the impossible poem in that exchange. Y'all need to just get the F out of here with this shit. We're going to White Castle. Everything else is secondary. Good God. Benjamin, you basic bitch. You're one of the White Castle people? Oh, dear God. Okay, I worked at the movie theater and I had to do White Castle when I was a kid. Like, trust me, White Castle will never be the same to me. Ever. It's impossible. I don't want to understand, Ben. I don't want to understand the impossibility of your impossible poem, okay? I'm not working on it. So I don't need to know the impossibility of it. I'm going to get some food though. So I could start drinking a drink maybe. Oh, it's so cold. Oh. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's almost like the AC is on. What the fuck? I don't like it. White Castle is the bee's knees. Oh, you basic white bitch. Ashley, go fix your man. Go save him. I don't know what he's doing. But he clearly don't get out much. White Castle. I laugh at your commentary. Okay, I'm hungry. What do I want for food? Maybe I'll just do mac and cheese. No, that's super simple right there. I'm gonna throw this away because I don't trust it at this point. I got all this other milk, so hold on. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna throw that away and use my other milks that I bought. I'm being lazy, so I'm just gonna heat the rest of this up with a roll. Maybe add more cheese to it. Hold, please. Ah, it's stuck. I want a slice of cheese. But I do not want to deal with the cold weather. I'm going to blast my heater when I get back downstairs. It is freezing. I got my garlic roll. My garlic roll, my garlic roll. I got my garlic roll. Oh! I don't like how cold it is. Thank you guys. It's really cold right now. I don't like the cold, so therefore I do not like what's happening right now. Now smash burger, I like not off a naked man, just by itself. Ashley, wait, so I want to know where Ashley wants to go in Vegas because you know Ashley and we're gonna override Ben. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna override him. We will be victorious. Okay. So Ashley, where do you want to go? Where would you like to go? Oh, it's Hershey. Where would you like to go, Ashley? Inquiring minds want to know. Some kiwi wings. Some kiwi wings. Ooh, that's already pretty hot in there. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I think that works. I think that works. I'm so cold right now. I don't like it. I guess I need water or something to survive, so should give myself some water. Don't even need energy. I'm just gonna do like straight up water. I'm still doing ice in my water. I cannot drink water without ice. I think it's just fucking weird. Okay, hold please, hold please. You don't know what cold is. Shut up. Okay, so I already told Galaxy I'm going to divorce him because he can't keep, like, he doesn't understand the cold, okay? So I'm sorry, it's never gonna work because it's too cold. It's too cold over there. Maybe if you got me like a jacuzzi or something, but no. Okay, trying to go back downstairs with my water, my rice, and my very loud clackety clack feather slippers. Whee! Okay. Oh, you know what's sad? It is a little bit warmer in here, but it's so cold you could barely tell. Hold on. Oh, okay. That's what was wrong. I had it like half heat. I don't know why I did that or when I did that, but look at this. I'm getting in my blankies because it's cold. I need some light though. There's some light. I don't know where I put my socks. I need them and I don't know where they are right now and I'm cold. April alluded she was going to visit with Jack Stu. Ask anything latest. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Who's breaking bread? I am. I've got bread. I got garlic bread. Is your body over like 80% water? Yeah. What's in it for Jack? About 10. It all just cold from there. Damn, Skippy. It's cold burr. Wait, so Robert, are you okay? Are you bundled up? Because I know it's really cold where you are right now. Yeah, 29 degrees in Chicago. You better be bundled up in blankets, dude. I'm bundled up in blankets and I'm over here in California being a little weak pansy. I just made garlic bread too. Yay! Garlic bread for the win. Okay, what has Caper gone wrong except the hammer price in the olive jar? Can you name one other detail that has not come true? Name one. I don't know what that means, Idaho Buffalo. I'm confused. Hold please. Ben, can you just hit my link and take over for a second, please? I want to eat my food. Somebody hit the link on my damn thing so I can eat my food. Galaxy, you owe me one. Go click. Clickety click. Clickety click, you might get a prize later. Clickety click. We got a storm coming Thursday. Yeah, I read about that. It looks crazy. Yeah, I don't want to go be social on Friday, even though it sounded fun. I don't want to be social. I don't want to go see my coworkers. I don't want to dress up. Like, of course I love dressing up. But would I prefer staying in bed, cozy and warm, and not having to worry about getting my butt home because there's drunk drivers galore? Yeah. I'm not being left alone. I'll be here. I just want to eat my food really fast. I will literally be here. I just need like someone to entertain for 5 minutes while I inhale my food. And you just make it a mukbang video? A what? The fuck is a mukbang video? What? Oh, is that where they eat a lot of food on video or something? Is that Galaxy? You're gonna get a prize. You're gonna get a prize. No, not gonna get a prize if you don't get your ass on the panel. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm hungry. So yeah, maybe I will just eat on video and you guys can just deal with it. Exactly. Yeah. You know what's funny? I was watching, shit, what was it? I think it was Love Island. One of the contestants was like a famous mukbang girl. That's where I heard the word before. Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not sure. Brandon Morgan stated coordinates in that video verbally when he was waiting and hiking over logs to spot. Okay, well, can someone hit my link, please, so I can eat food real fast before my food gets cold? I am tired. I am hungry. I am cold. Come on. I will entertain you again in like 5 minutes. Or else you guys could just stare at my avatar for 5 minutes on mute. Haha. Also, I'm shocked that Carrie never hits the link because like Carrie likes to talk a lot, especially in the speakeasy. And Zoom is just like speakeasy. You don't have to be on camera and you still have your voice. I know. I need to find my socks. Where are my socks? I don't know where my socks are. I have these special like black chenille socks that are like amazing. And I don't know where I put them right now. I also have my mermaid socks too. Those are amazing, but I think they're in the corner. Yeah, okay. Y'all suck. I'll be right back. I want to eat my roll. But I'm gonna eat off camera real fast. What are we watching? Me taking a break for 5 minutes so I can eat some food. I've been working all day, and then I got summoned to do this. So now I'm eating a roll real fast. So who is close and searching near 9 Mile Hole? Gigi, Marty, Lulybell. Hello?
God, you sound so pathetic right now.
I do. I really want to eat my roll, okay?
All right, fine, but I'm only coming in to talk about the impossible poem just to piss you off.
Okay. Go for it.
I don't have anything to say.
I thought you were talking about the impossible poem.
I'm not gonna actually talk about it. People can ask me questions. I don't feel like fucking doing anything. I just came in to fill in the void while you go eat.
I mean, I haven't been able to eat all day, so I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of hungry right now.
So go eat.
I am while I'm talking to you at the same time. But I'm off camera at least.
Why don't you try to solve the impossible poem? Is it because you can't do it?
No, it's not that. It's like same concept. Why didn't you try and work on Houses of Thunder, Benjamin?
Well, because I told you at that time I was still working on shit.
Maybe I'm working on shit. What were you working on?
I was working on ha 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 and the 9 Mile Hole debunking.
Well, that's true.
Or at least attempted debunking.
I feel bad though. Yours is like really intense, but then it involves boots on the ground after.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm kidding around. If you have no intention to go boots on the ground, there's no reason to even try to solve it.
I could always send Gigi out there.
Well, I know she's active as a searcher for that when the season's on. So if you, I mean, I think she already comes across as to me as somebody who already has a solve in her mind. But maybe you can change your mind.
I mean, it's probably in the same area.
How do you know?
Because Gigi and I are pretty damn close to the way we think.
Well, I named it the impossible poem for a reason.
So, how about let's talk about the fact that Packer Jack knows the solution. Yet,
Yes,
what's he doing? Like he's like taunting us in chat.
he's my Doug Preston. He's being exactly what I want him to be.
So he's advertising.
I wouldn't call that advertising. Usually someone says something to him, he just responds with the emoji where there's no line in the face, like he's a vault. He just keeps his mouth shut.
But in chat tonight, he was like, "You guys just missed a whole bunch of clues that are the answers to the impossible poem in this one conversation, and we were talking about sushi and stripper butts."
Well, it sounds like he's being a Doug Preston then, isn't he? I can not confirm nor deny anything because all I was doing was just talking.
Well, I'm just curious, like, is this boots on the ground adventure gonna send us to a sushi spot?
That'd be really weird if it did.
It'd be funny. We go in and be like, "Can we get the Ben special?" And then a go-go dancer pops out of nowhere, ready for us to eat sushi off of her butt.
It's no place for the meek.
No, but like, what kind of inspired you to do the impossible poem?
Well, I was trying to figure out something to do with those flies. I didn't want to just do those giveaways, and then hiding them kind of felt like a fun idea, especially because there's no buy-in and no real hurdle to jump. You just got to look at a poem and figure it out. So it felt like a simple thing to do. if you happen to be in Colorado. And I said that too, like, this isn't gold or anything. This is if you were into Forrest Fenn stuff, and those flies are pretty darn important. And I think at this point, rare if you look at them the way I do, and the way Shiloh writes about them. It felt like they deserved, if they were going to be given away, they deserve something close to, what their owner had. And so I figured, why not hide them? Fuck it, and write a poem.
No, that makes sense. That's pretty cool. But like, okay, so you got the fishing flies. You have Colorado. We all know that you have a love solve with Colorado when you were boots on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So was this a way for you to incorporate your love of the chase with not only the flies, but also your time experiencing the chase?
Yeah, I think in a selfish way, you could say, this is probably the way I would have wanted to solve if I was just jumping in. When I realized how complex the poem could be, that's a whole different ballgame. But like that initial jumpstart feeling that I felt, I tried to put into crafting the poem. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So is this like kind of your own version of your way you interpreted Fenn's 9 clues and just trying to send other people to experience previously experienced?
I would say there's certainly that part is in there, but it's not all that.
So what part is more you, and what exactly you're trying to get people to do?
I'm trying to get people to do a journey in a day that I would do, like, and have a fun day that I would have.
So like, would you recommend they bring their best friend, their families? Like, what kind of
fuck yeah. Yes, absolutely. You could bring whoever you want to this, and they would enjoy 99% of it, depending on, if you're talking about like a 2-year-old or someone in a wheelchair, they can enjoy 99% of this.
Okay, so there's nothing like dangerous. You don't have to go down like steep precipices. You don't have to hang off.
I think everyone would agree when the spot is revealed that everyone would deem that as a perfectly safe spot.
Okay, so because we learned last time when you had Paul over that Paul, was your search partner, and you guys got to experience the boots on the ground adventures, right?
Mm-hmm.
So would this be also curated towards like a guy's day out with their best bud to go fishing and then experience like retracing yours and Paul's footsteps?
I don't want to say it's just that. It certainly could fit the bill, but I would say pick whoever it was that was going to be your search partner, that maybe they weren't as into it as you were. That could be, your brother, your father, your kid, your best friend, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think if someone were to solve it, and they have to do what the poem tells them to do, or they won't, I think no matter what happens, that person will contact me because they'll say, okay, this was a fun day, thank you.
Well, like the clues in your poem, are they more so historical than they are visual?
More so historical. That isn't history visual though. I mean, I don't know how to answer that.
No, like,
are you saying like versus like something you can see boots on the ground versus something that you have to look up on Wikipedia? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like if you were to look up the history of a clue that pertains to like say a creek or a river, you could look it up and you could find the history behind it, and then it'll make sense what that clue is. Versus, let's say, another clue in the poem, you wouldn't know about it because you wouldn't have any history on it. There would be no mention of it. You'd have to physically be there to see it, to be like, oh, that's what he means by this thing.
I mean, it certainly can't hurt knowing the timeline of stuff and the historical, when was what, when did something exist versus not existing. I would think that plays into it.
Okay, so what would you consider the hardest clue out of all of them?
Hardest. I don't know.
Like the most
I don't
difficult
know.
to solve.
I don't know if I deem anything harder or not harder. I think making choices alone are difficult. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Well, so like, you know how a lot of people say where warm water salt is the most difficult clue in Fenn's poem, but then others say it's Homer Brown.
But did Fenn never say that? That's what other people said. Fenn
Other
said,
people said.
Fenn said lots of things that alluded to warm water salt being the hardest clue, because he said without that you might as well stay home, but that's associated with it being the first clue. If you don't have the first clue, of course. But then at the same time, he would say if you solve where warm water salt, you're more than halfway there. What does that imply?
Metaphorically speaking.
Right. But he never, I don't think he ever stated what clue was harder than another clue. If
Just
such a thing
the
existed.
Chase community as a collective came to that understanding. But Forrest did say that if you were to figure out Homer Brown,
I would leave that up to everybody else then who tried to solve it, because I don't want to give my 2 cents on it.
interesting. Well, let's just say you didn't create it and you were participating. Where would you say would be the best place to start with this?
I would start with the word start.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the other version of you having to do this right now is totally fucked.
I mean, that's what it says to do. That's what it says to do. Remember, I was a proponent of, if the GPS theory works, it involves the wraparound. And some people, like other people, had issues with kangaroo versus homophones, and I in my own head I made a delineation that made perfect sense of what you use and what you don't use to turn into a number. But the wraparound to me made perfect logical sense if you look at the poem as a whole, and then you simply start at begin it. You don't start as I have gone alone in there. That's your final stanza now. You start at begin it, you work your way down, you wrap around to the top, and you keep going, because you start the poem at begin it, like he tells you to. I was a fan of that. That was the only way that GPS could work for me.
So did you just subconsciously tell us that your poem does in fact have a wraparound as well?
I would say my poem has a wraparound if I had a stanza above start.
So do you have a stanza above start? Are you allowed to mess with your poem, Ben?
I wouldn't mess with my poem. No, you'd get lost if you mess with my poem.
If you got lost, where would you find yourself lost?
Somewhere in Colorado.
Not in like water, a creek, a freeway.
I mean, you could. There's lots of water in Colorado. You can find yourself lost anywhere. I take no ownership of where that poem doesn't take you. That poem takes you to one specific spot, and if you follow it precisely, you're going to have a very fun, safe day.
Well, then what inspired you to write the line of swine, like pink colored swine or swine wine? Like, what was it again?
Start your search for a structure of salmon swine.
Yeah, what the hell inspired you to write that little verse?
Okay, I said this in the way beginning. I'll say this again. I wanted to establish as many rules of poetry as I could and break as many of them as I could along the way.
So you forgot to include the fact that you were trying to break other people's minds as well?
I just wanted to break rules, that's all.
That's fascinating. How come Idaho Buffalo knows so much about Shiloh and Brandon Morgan?
I don't know who Idaho Buffalo is. A lot of people said I was Idaho Buffalo.
Well, I started it because I didn't see you in the chat that one night, and I was like, could Ben be Idaho Buffalo? But then you popped in after, and I was like, nope, he's not Idaho Buffalo.
Yeah, but I wouldn't use that to discount somebody. I've seen people that I still think are the same people, and they talk to themselves. It's possible, but no, that's not me.
So who do you think Idaho Buffalo could be?
Fuck if I know. I rarely would admit when I'm confused, but I'll admit with this one I'm confused. I don't have a read on this person at all. The closest read I have on them is knowing that other people thought they were me, and they spell Brandon's name incorrectly. Those are the only two leads I have, and I don't know if they're spelling it incorrectly on purpose.
That's interesting. Well, they just retracted one of their messages.
Yeah, no, I didn't catch that on time. I was like mad at myself. I was like, fuck, I missed it.
Hacker Jack says you're wearing purple sweater right now. You got a throne too?
You know, my area where the final spot is fit for a throne.
Fit for a king or fit for a throne?
Fit for both. Fit for a throne that anyone can sit in.
So are you telling us that it's a physical feature that you could probably interpret as being a natural made nature's throne, kind of like in the gold bug?
I mean, that's your interpretation. I just said it's fit for a throne.
I'm just curious. Just curious. See, this is why I don't do interviews, because I'm really good at getting information out.
I laugh at the impossibility of that, but keep trying.
You know what you should be laughing at?
What's
Remember
that?
that one day that your best friend Paul came to visit and you were like extremely shit-faced and he was extremely shit-faced?
Correct.
Did you know he went step by step with every single location and every single place you guys went to in Colorado on your search boots to the ground? And funnily enough, he mentioned something that I caught on that other people didn't. And I'm debating if I should bring it up because it would probably end it very soon. Or I could tell you, you should probably just go back to that specific video and put it on private.
I don't control what Paul says. Paul can say whatever he wants. People can listen to him however they want to listen to him. I don't need to censor him.
Paul told us about the alien aluminum that you guys found, boots on the ground.
Fantastic.
Fantastic indeedy. So
Doesn't bother me in the slightest, Cindy.
Galaxy wants to know if you suspect moisturize still.
I found moisturize has calmed down and gotten a lot quieter lately. But they spell words incorrectly too. But sometimes I think they do it on purpose as well. For instance, their latest comment, Knights of the Round Table, and they spelled it like nighttime. Is that on purpose? Probably.
I can't even keep up with half the stuff that goes on in this chase community at this point in time.
I mean, we're kind of all in the cold right now. Is there even any reason to? We don't know what's going on. Until we hear from Shiloh, we don't know shit.
I don't think we'll need to hear from Shiloh. I think that it's just so quiet and stagnant that something's about to happen. It's like the calm before the storm.
That I feel. I've had that same sense of calm before the storm feeling, but I've had that for like 2 weeks now.
I mean, for the chase or for the end of the world? Because,
For the chase.
Tomorrow technically marks what would have originally been the end of the world according to the Maya.
Oh, good Lord. I'm sure we're going to be fine.
So I love that we're having our Christmas party on that day.
Well, that's one way to go out.
If we're going to go out, we got to have alcohol, camera conversations, and ugly Christmas sweaters.
I would have liked, some kind of update from the family or reading of the olive jar or something, before we all disappear from the earth. But c'est la vie, I guess we won't care.
It's okay. We can message Shiloh and be like, hey, Shiloh, since your grandfather was so, adamant of the Maya, if we're supposed to all exist tomorrow, do you mind just telling us where we're resulted?
I mean, if I were him, I would put you on block at that point.
I know. I didn't. I was joking. I did send him the history on the chess motif and stuff too.
Has he replied to you lately?
No, he hasn't replied since what was it? The auction.
Damn. Well,
Yeah.
maybe that means he's working on whatever he's working on.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's definitely working on something.
Olive jar will be opened on Yen's documentary in my honor. So Idaho buffalo. If I had to make a bet, if someone like put a gun to my head, I would say he's Nikki.
Well,
For a minute, I thought Carrie, but like Carrie doesn't even get a kick out of shit like this. This is the kind of shit Nikki would do.
that makes sense. I mean, Nikki is definitely extreme.
Especially when I gave him a week-long timeout in the Discord. That probably didn't make him happy. Magically, then we had like, what do we have? We had the fake Barbara Anderson come in. We had the fake Josh Jordan come in. Like, those were all Nikki.
Oh man, I can't. Like, I don't know why people do that. I don't get it. Like, what's the point? So much energy.
Reactions. Even my non-reaction right now is still a reaction. They get a kick out of it.
It's just mentally draining at that point. Like, why?
They get a kick out of that too. They're like a succubus, man. They suck your soul, and if you get drained, that just means they're taking your energy.
Huh, interesting. Very interesting. Did you see I guess Mike's gonna open the Zoom thing for the tribute, the secret tribute?
Yeah, you guys are all into the secret. I'm not.
You would love it. Like,
I'm so not into it. I I don't know why I'm not into it either. It's like basically hidden images and shit, but like, I don't know. I'm really not into it. I don't know why. Maybe because there isn't one near me. Like this, like it's probably how people feel about the fucking flies. But like, yeah, if you said there's one in Arizona, okay, maybe I'll look into one. I'll look into that one. But like, how do you people even know if it's confirmed in a city yet? If you haven't even fucking found it, like, how do people know? Oh yeah, no, there's one in Milwaukee. Like, I get Packer does that, and I believe in Packer having it solved. But I'm just saying, like, if I backtrack the conversation, it felt like Packer knew there was one in Milwaukee even before he started. Like, how the fuck do you people know it's already in a city when it hasn't been found yet? Or is it like decoded in a way where once you know the city, it's like you know the city, and so like that information slowly just leaks out, and so now 3 of them are known where the cities are, even though they haven't been found yet.
So the thing is, in the illustrations, there are like, historical monuments and things that make it completely obvious of where it narrows down to.
Okay.
But for the longest time, people thought it was the verse and the illustration you had to compare. But recently I discovered that's not just it. And it actually tells you in the back of the book what you actually have to do. And that's to discover what type of fairy is associated with what verse and what imagery. Because once you get the fairy, then in the back of the book, there's an entire fairy guide that the author wrote that has specific information in there to help narrow it down to the exact spot you need to dig.
Yeah, and like that's the other thing. I also felt like this was like a domino effect kind of treasure hunt. Like once it would be solved, once like it should just be rinse and repeat. It sounds like that's on the verge of happening. So it's just maybe it was also like a too late. Like I don't think this guy developed. How many is it? 15 or something like that. I don't think this guy developed 15 intricate puzzles and worked on them equally and made them adjust. You know what I mean? It sounds like he did the same thing. He did it.
So it was meant to be solved in less than a year. Like it was supposed to be super simple. But the thing is, the majority of everyone who worked on it, because this came out in the 80s, the majority of the people who worked on it, they literally only stuck to the illustrations and the verses. They didn't care about anything else added to the book. And he literally shows you that you need more than just that. So it's still really hard. Like I figured out what to do with San Francisco cask. Like I've been working on that one. That's in California. That one's mine. And it was incredibly hard for me to figure out what fairy creature to look for to get those hints. And so it's just as hard of a puzzle figuring out what fairy creature in the back of the book is going to match with the verse and the illustrations. So you would like it. You would probably be like, bitches, I found DB Cooper in this thing. Like, I kid you not, you would go ham on it.
Oh my God. If I came out saying that, just shoot me. No.
Well, the cool thing is he was actually, from based on what I've been looking into,
he hid a lot of Freemason imagery into the everything. And then the whole concept of the book itself is based off of alchemy. They have every different variation of alchemy, specifically the Philosopher's Stone, in different mythologies and fairy tales hidden within the illustrations and the verses.
Did you know that I have a new Where Warm Waters Halt?
For your interpretation of the 9 clues?
Yeah, I'm convinced Where Warm Waters Halt is where that bridge is, where the Madison River dumps into Hebgen Lake, just north of West Yellowstone.
Oh, that's a bridge.
I think that is where Warm Waters Halt.
That's where his mom allegedly died.
If you go 10 miles, which is too far to walk, right? If you go exactly 10 miles, which ironically is when Google Earth, if you're stretching a line out on the map, and it'll do it in feet, in thousands of feet, it stops right at 10 miles.
Yeah,
and
I guess.
Then it registers in miles. So if you do it exactly 10 miles down, I mean, you pick your direction and do like a 180 of that 10 miles, it goes right to 9 Mile Hole.
So you're going the opposite direction instead of...
You are literally going down on the map. That's it.
Well, I went to Lions Bridge because I took pictures and I sent Fenn flowers from there because that's where his mom, planted flowers. And I had the assumption that the solution took you to Gazelle Creek. It's a creek literally right off of Lions Bridge. And it's what used to be called something else in the history of everything. Like, it's been a while since I looked into it, but it's interesting that you're going from Lions Bridge and then finding a way to 9 Mile Hole.
And that's totally backdooring it, right? But I feel like it wouldn't be if that's where you're starting. If you've determined your Warm Waters Halt is that bridge, and then you determine from too far to walk that he says 10 miles is too far to walk, so you got to limit yourself at 10 miles. I mean, it goes right to fucking 9 Mile Hole, and so that's interesting. It also goes to Rudy's Red Canyon Solve. It takes you 10 miles, takes you exactly to where that little loop is where you park at Rudy's Red Canyon Solve. So
Well,
you can go either way.
The clue was a relative distance, remember?
Well, that's what I interpret the poem as. A clue is an instruction. When he says, begin it where Warm Waters Halt, he's telling you what to do. And then he says, and take it in the canyon down. So that might be clue 2, but I've been debating in myself that that's still not clue 2. He's helping with clue 1. Not far, but too far to walk also helps with clue number 1. And then put in below the home of Brown is actually the second clue. So like anything where he's like describing is a helper. So even if it's a relative distance, that's just a helper. That's not a clue. The clue is telling you what to do. You got to go here, and it's 10 miles, or you got to go there, and it's blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Well, so the thing with this is he's telling you, to begin and to take something, right? What exactly is a begin and take? What begins and what takes? A river, right? So we got the Madison for fun. So it says begin the Madison where Warm Waters Halt and take the Madison in the canyon down. Not far, but too far to walk. So the way I interpreted that was you have to go a relative distance, but you cannot go past the canyon. That's the point, is don't go beyond the canyon, because that...
I thought the relative distance is the point you don't go beyond. See, like take it in the canyon down is describing what you're taking down, but the relative distance tells you where you stop. If your relative distance through some hint in the book is, let's say it's 2.42 miles. Let's just say you did 242, right? And that was that's what you determined was your relative distance. Well, then you take it in the canyon down 2.42 miles, but your barrier is where the relative distance ends, whatever your relative distance was.
Well, so it's still keeping you within the canyon without leaving it. But again, relative distance would be 7 Mile Bridge or 9 Mile Hole. It's not just based off of actual miles. It's based off of...
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The
10 mile relative distance as the crow flies on a map takes you to a place called 9 Mile Hole. That place could have been called, Fenn's Fishing Grill Hole. I don't care. The fact that it's called 9 Mile Hole is almost like a distraction. The fact that I would take that line, the 10 miles, and in most of the 10 miles, I'm going to be in some rugged terrain of a mountain cliff edge, probably. It's a Three Brothers mountain range or something. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be around anything where I could legitimately search at. When that line gets taken to random spot on the Madison that has a parking spot near it, then I'm like intrigued. Okay, what is this fishing spot? And then I research it and I find out, oh, it's called 9 Mile Hole. Oh, Fenn likes to fucking fish here. Oh, it just so happens he likes to fish here. And my relative distance took me right here. I mean, that's kind of how I viewed how he did it. But I don't know.
Well, I still think he okay, so this is a trick though. Remember, the only word that does not rhyme in the entirety of the poem is halt, right?
Sure. Yes.
And he already used your quest to cease. He uses different synonyms for the same words that are being used to help solve the poem, right?
Mhm.
But if you were to use the word chalk, because he uses the word chalk in the word fly water, right? If you were to use the word chalk, where warm water's chalk instead of warm water's halt, it would automatically give you the 10-mile distance that takes you to 9 Mile Hole off the Madison, based specifically on the history of the fishing regulations for Madison. The Madison is the biggest chalk water river in the entire world.
I've always liked that theory. You know, he breaks the rhyme scheme for a reason. Is it considered messing with his poem if you're just thinking about, you know, what he could have used, chalk instead of halt? I mean, maybe, or maybe that's the clue. But
Well,
I don't.
the chalk
But then someone could make that into the word that is key, and I don't think that's the word that's key. I think the word that was
No, it's
key.
not the word that's key.
What do you think? I think the word that was key is drawing.
So give me a second to think about this because it's been a while. I had a good one.
Your word that is key should be drawing as well because you like the illustrations.
No, I mean, I do like the illustrations, but because he was an etymologist and that's like the most important detail.
Right, but
So,
if your hints are the illustrations, which you yourself has said, then the key word being drawing kind of takes you right to those, doesn't it?
no, I would say the word that was key was it, because once you have the word that is key, which is it, you could fill it in as a blank. It creates a map, like a start point A to point B map. So begin it.
I'm with you on it. I'm totally with you on it. And frankly, that could be why someone like Jack gets to say, oh, there is no word that is key, because actually there's 3 keywords. So he still admits there is keywords in this that help you unlock it, but it's just more than one.
Well, like, think about it. You have all these answers that Fenn gives you directly in the poem itself. So he tells you, you know, your effort will be worth the cold. Where do warm waters halt? Warm halt to the cold. He taught us that in Teachers with Ropes. And then you have
but hold up before you go there. He also taught us warm means comfortable.
Yeah, which
and that doesn't
again
necessarily mean a temperature. Home, exactly. So I was going to make the secondary. So yes, which also means home. So the comfortable waters of home. What was his home? Yellowstone.
Something you don't know is that there's another fishing term called home waters. And home waters, you actually learn about I learned about it when I was in West Yellowstone, and I went into a bookshop and I was looking up just fishing books because I have no information on fishing. I'm not a fisherman. And I was
never
like,
heard of this either.
Well, it's real. It's called home waters. There's actually a book in Fly Water that tells you about home waters too. It's really interesting. So when you have something called home waters, it's a place where you are most comfortable and you fish the best. That is what someone's home waters is. And it doesn't specifically have to be your home. You don't have to live there. It's just a place you go where you're the most comfortable fishing and you fish the best there. It's your home away from home. That's what they call home waters.
I like it.
So like, it's just interesting because like, again, you get the verse from there. It's no place for the meek, right? Well, also in the poem, it tells you if you're brave and in the wood, right? So no place for the meek is the opposite of meek, which means you'd have to be brave. And then it also tells you from there is no place for the meek. And then if you're brave and in the wood, it's telling you from the moment you get to that line, you have to cross the water to get into the wood. So it's telling you from there, you must be brave and in the wood.
I agree with that interpretation, but I've heard many of folk take that interpretation and wad it up into a ball and light it on fire, and they can say, nope, this poem tells you absolutely you don't cross water. And I've heard the argument made, and they have points.
Except for that, Jack Steve confirmed via Alan Kelly's question email that you do actually have to cross water. And then when he talked to Copper Dan, he admitted to Copper Dan, no place for the meek meant to cross the damn river.
Right. And again, this is a guy who, when he initially decided he wanted to start interacting with us, made it very clear to us he wasn't going to help us. So
Yes,
if we're not supposed to cross water, and someone says, "Are we supposed to cross water?" and he goes, "Yes," but beforehand he told us, "I'm not going to help you." Now we have to understand the definition of, is telling us we have to cross water in his eyes helping us or not helping us?
Well, this is where you don't even listen to Jack Stoof. You use that for filler after. I wasn't listening to him or Copper or Alan. I was just like, hey, if you take the antonyms and synonyms, you get the answers. Like Forrest literally gave you the answers to the questions in the verse itself. So when he tells you from there, it's no place for the meek, the opposite of meek is brave. What's the line brave about? If you are brave and in the wood. So if you follow the map, begin at Wormwarmer's Halt, take it in the canyon down, not far, but too far to walk, put in below the Humber Brown. Okay, well, 9 Mile Hole is the Humber Brown, apparently, right? And if you're at 9 Mile Hole for the Humber Brown, from there, it's no place for the meek. So from there, you must be brave and in the wood. If you're at 9 Mile Hole looking at Humber Brown, how the hell are you supposed to be brave and in the wood without crossing the damn river?
I'm with you. Again, I'm just saying, the way this poem was made, there's other ways to look at it. Until we get authoritative answer. And look, while I don't see it as the likely scenario, I still see a situation here where, Jack Stoof said in his emails he's not going to say what the solve is, and he's not going to say what the location is, and he's not going to share pictures of the spot because he thinks Fenn's email is compromised. And then he does.
Is anyone curious and interested about how Zoe went to Cynthia and told her that they have the emerald ring? Aren't you curious about that? Because originally, if you're still going to go off of the whole auction website thing, right? They claim that the ring was at the actual location. And we know that Posey and Cynthia and the rest of them spent the entire summer ripping apart 9 Mile Hole looking for something, right? And I know for a fact, Cynthia said she found something at 9 Mile Hole across from Fenn Rock, where she took a picture and sent it to Jack Stoof, and he immediately responded. So I'm just curious, do you think the reason why they were so confident about it actually being 9 Mile Hole because they found that emerald ring at the spot just like it was meant to be, and that is how Zoe originally got the emerald ring? It's interesting that Cynthia's like, well, Zoe told me she has the ring. What if that's not the case? What if it's Cynthia gave Zoe the ring, and the way she could go about it is only making it insinuate that Zoe had it instead of her giving it to her? Because if Cynthia admitted to giving the ring to Zoe, not only would that prove the auction website's validity, but it would also prove that it's over. That's the spot. There you go. And I mean, it seems like there's a lot of lawyers breathing down Cynthia's neck not to say shit about what she has, her book that was supposed to be out in June, and all these other things. Like, why is the national park going so hard against Jack Stoof, Cynthia, and the rest of them? And why is that emerald ring MIA?
At this point, this is why I say we need to hear from the family. No offense to Cynthia, but there has been a track record of messages being confused when they simply could have been relayed quite easily. Cynthia jumped into the Discord recently and stated that everything Shiloh told you was incorrect, that she knows more, and that the family isn't going to be doing or pursuing any of that legal action that he was talking about, and they don't care. And then an hour later, she comes back and states, oops, nope, everything I just said was wrong. I mean, at least this time she came back and said it right away. But
my favorite part was
she also knew that we were emailing and asking.
Candy.
Right. There's just a track record here of we've never gotten, I think, factual or 100% correct information from the family. And I think that's partially on them, but that's also on the mouthpieces that had been selected. And, it seems like there's a slow changing of the guard in terms of now Shiloh is maybe running the show. Who knows? Shiloh and his mom, it really doesn't matter. The point is, it seems like they're doing things differently, or at least starting to. And frankly, they don't need talking heads. They don't need anyone speaking for them. They're better off speaking for themselves.
Yeah, I agree. But then,
And that's not a comment on you. That's just stating that even with you, you're sharing direct text messages, and that's great. But eventually, we just need to hear from them, especially if they're going to take interest. If they weren't taking interest, then what we would be saying right now looks as like, oh, we're demanding the family do something. It's Shiloh volunteered this information. It's not like you prodded this out of him. He gave it to you. So there's interest. If there's interest, then I hope they're doing it the right way. I mean,
so the thing that really intrigues me is like the last conversation I had with Shiloh. He was asking me, did you buy anything from the auction? And I was like, nope, I already have my treasures I got from your grandpa when I met him in 2019. And then I asked him, I'm like, did you get anything? And he said, I got everything that I wanted. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that an interesting response?
say it again.
Shiloh, he asked me if I got anything from the auction website. I said no, I didn't need to bid. I had my own treasures. And then I asked him, did you get anything? And he said, I got everything that I wanted.
But that could mean there's permutations. I have everything I wanted because he didn't want anything from that treasure chest.
No,
So
he said I
got
got everything that I wanted.
I still think that's an insinuation of he doesn't want anything from the chest. He has everything he wants, and it's nothing from the treasure chest.
And then he followed that up with, I'm not going to tell you what I did or didn't get. And then I said, why do I have a sneaking suspicion you've been going around buying all the items from the chest tonight, and then you're going to go run off to the Rockies and hide us a portion of the treasure in tribute to a grandfather?
Well,
And
I would have rather he bought the olive jar then.
I don't know. I just think it's interesting. I think, like speaking from my own point of view, like the reason why I got into the chase and why I was such a huge fan of Forrest was because he reminded me so much of my own grandfather. And I know if my granddad would have been doing exactly what Fenn was doing, and I was in Shiloh's shoes, the first thing I would want to do is write a book and a story in memory of my granddad. And then I would kind of take off of him and do a little mini hunt just to keep the memory of him alive, because that's, what made everyone come together. And when he said he can't wait for the drama to be over and more fun to be had, that's exactly how I interpreted it. I think it's not going to be like a shit ton of money. It's not going to be the original thing, but I think it's going to have an element of not only Forrest, but Shiloh too. That's just the way I interpret stuff.
Hey man, I'm team Shiloh. That's always what I've been. Shiloh. That's what I will be. All right, I'm hopping off though because I jumped in to buy you time to eat, and I've been on for like 30 minutes now.
Well,
right.
That's because first I started talking about your poem and then we switched it. So I did a bait and switch on you.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, keep streaming. Glad you're on again.
Good night. Tell Ashley I say good night.
Good night. I'll jump back in chat. I ignored chat the whole time. My bad.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, my eyeball's burning. What the heck happened to Galaxy? Oh, my eyeball is burning really bad and I don't know why. I don't want to talk to the point I lose my voice. I don't like that. Yeah, I know. There are about 5 large apple trees. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna stay live that much longer because I just want to be a lame person that's chilling. I like ate my food and now I just kind of want to go into hibernation because it's so cold. And I have my peppermint hot chocolate gelato that I really want to eat, but it's too cold. So it's like I should have got something to make a chocolate cake or something. I don't know. I want something warm right now. I don't want something cold. And it's just really cold tonight. Like I have my my space heater on blast right now, and it usually like heats this room up really fast, but it's still really cold. So yeah, don't know. Hey Dizzy, is that the real Dizzy? I need Huli in here to verify. I don't want to just give a wrench to anybody. Also, why is everything retracted? What's going on? English 101, going down the canyon when the poem doesn't say. Begin it, remorse, halt, and take it in the canyon down. Not far, but too far to walk, put in below the home of Brown. You're taking the river, you're beginning and you're taking. The river is what begins and takes, like geography 101. You're welcome, INFJ. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go live any much longer because I'm just tired. I spoke for an hour and 39 minutes. That's good, right? Rob. Oh, I didn't see him. I don't see him in the waiting room. That's weird. Well, I'm still like really tired though. I don't want to like go on forever. Why is everyone saying nudge, nudge, knock, knock? Y'all are being a weird. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna like make myself go to bed early tonight though, because I just need to have better sleep for work and stuff. I definitely need better sleep. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Oh, I got more emails. I feel bad. I like it's been a while since I've even gotten an email to begin with from, my YouTube channel. But when I used to get the emails, I never would really respond to them. Like I'm not that great at responding and stuff. So I'm not that good. I'm sorry. I'm not that great at it. I will try to be better at it, but not the best at it. Can't say I am. Go back here. La da 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 da. I don't even know if you guys can see my icon when I'm live. I don't think you can. Is there like a way to see the icon? Because I feel bad you guys are just looking at a blank ass screen. Let me go here. Share screen. Unmute, start video. No. I don't know if I know how to do this. Meeting settings. Play, join, and leave sound. Should always show meeting controls. No, don't think it's that either. I'm not having very much luck. Ooh. Nope, I'm good. Not that. There's a whiteboard? I don't know how to do that. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh man. Who's crying? What? Yeah, I'm kind of sleepy at this point. So me sinks I've talked all the talking I can talk tonight. I'm just gonna go to winding down, take a Benadryl, wind down, and then just go to sleep early. I gotta do a lot of work tomorrow. And then there's a Christmas party to attend in the Discord room tomorrow night. So I hope everybody will jump in. But yeah, I'm gonna run away now. Thank you to everybody who's been hanging out with me on my brand new starting over scrub channel. It's kind of cool to see I still have, 50 people that are interested in hearing my random rantings and people who jump in. So thank you very much. But I will save it for another night. Probably tomorrow night if I drink because it's a Christmas party. Although I probably shouldn't do that because today's Tuesday. Christmas party is Wednesday. Well, yeah, no, Friday is my other Christmas party. I might be able to do it. Anyways, thanks, Dizzy. Merry Christmas. Non-Discorder. Thanks, Cindy. I mean, Discord is pretty fun though. But yeah, I'm gonna try and warm up. Oh, Susie, there you are. I was waiting for you. I wanted you to join because I felt bad I had to leave last time and you were just like on your own. I'm so sorry. Oh, I see some people coming out of the woodwork. People just hiding MIA. My gosh, my hair's so short in the back. It doesn't even hold bobby pins at this point. Like, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do anymore. All in chat. Don't let things pass yet. Overhead. Be alert. We need more of them. I mean, technically tomorrow's ending. The world's ending, okay? Technically, according to the Maya. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just go down the Maya rabbit hole and go back to the prophecy. Ooh, should I do that live actually? Hold on. Let me see if I can do something interesting. Maya prophecy? Like, how did they even come to this destruction or evolution? Okay, let's look at this. This is all because of the Groiler Codex, by the way. Yucatan today. The Maya do not speak of the end of the world. Specifically, they say that everything transforms, that the only thing which remains is the spirit in its journey of evolution. Why do I need to get subscriptions? Go away. Toward higher levels. The first Maya prophecy announces the end of the present cycle, that from the year 1999, there are 13 years remaining, and every person is in the great room of mirrors to find his own multi-dimensional nature within himself. Their calendar contains the coded information which indicates the key date for the transformation, Saturday, December 22nd, 2012. But see, they messed up because the calculations were messed up via the Gregorian calendar, right? So technically, the Gregorian calendar added 10 more years. So it would really be 2022. Oh, and they're saying December 22nd. Why did I always think it was the 21st? Okay, we got 2 days. We got 2 days to party it out, right? So December 22nd, 2022. If you added 10 years to the 2012 timeline, it would be December 22nd, 2022. Okay. Second Maya prophecy says that the answers to everything are inside man, that our behavior determines our future. It affirms that humanity finds itself in a moment of fundamental transition towards a new way of perceiving the universe, that the universe and the solar system are receiving a beam of light, energy, and information from the center of the galaxy, and that this is causing an increase in the vibration of the planet and the brainwaves and cells of man, placing him in equilibrium with this new frequency, causing enormous changes in his behavior. Yeah, I could say that's already been happening right now this year for sure. For sure, people have been enlightened and we've got the fifth dimension going on. So yeah, that's definitely on key. The second Maya prophecy shows two paths, one of understanding and tolerance and one of fear and destruction. Well, I'd say that right now in the world today, we're on the path of fear and destruction. Yep, there's no doubt about that. And both men will learn the necessary lessons of the evolution of the conscience. Yes, and I am already well aware of consciousness. Thank you. This prophecy tells us that humanity is moving towards a new era of harmony, and that to get there, we must confront our greatest fears and accept that we are faced with difficult situations in order to learn from them, maintaining peace in any situation which we experience. No matter how difficult the challenges, we can maintain and increase our internal energy, producing a state of high vibration and a state of respect for all that exists. The difficult situations will remain in our lives as long as we need to learn something from them. Yeah, that makes sense too. The third Maya prophecy says that we must become aware of our influence on the planet so that we do not continue making mistakes or causing its destruction. Yeah, so far we are failing epically at all of this, as has happened over the course of history. The process of industrialization without ecological sensitivity have caused, with its waste, a general increase in the temperature of the planet. This will be accentuated by increased activity of the sun caused by the energy received from the center of the galaxy, creating great changes in weather and winds. Yeah, that's definitely happening right now too. There will be energy vortexes which will clean the Earth's surface, which are the manifestation of the inconformity of our planet and the elemental energies contained in its interior. The fourth Maya prophecy tell us man must cease his destructive behavior in order to synchronize with the rhythms of nature and adjust to the changes which will take the whole universe to an era of harmony. The climate changes will produce a melting of the poles, allowing the planet to be cleansed and green again, producing great changes in the physical composition of the continents. Yeah, that word definitely there too. The fifth Maya prophecy says that all systems based on fear which affect our civilization will transform simultaneously with the planet and humanity to take a new step towards the reality of harmony. Systems will fail to confront humanity with itself, making us see the need to reorganize society and continue on the path of evolution, allowing us to understand creation. Money will cease to be used as a form of exchange, and the symptoms which are emerging in various parts of the world seem to confirm this. This is too much to read. I'm almost done. Okay, hold on. We're at the end of the night of 5125 years, at the end of the galactic day of 26,000 years, at the point of entering the dawn of the galaxy. The era of change, which the Maya called the time of no time, was also prophesied by other cults and religions. All agree that the world is at the point of change of huge proportions, soon after which will occur a period of chaos, which will usher in a new phase of evolution of conscience and unprecedented changes in humanity. The sixth Maya prophecy says that in the next few years, a comet will appear whose trajectory will place humanity's existence in danger, also predicted by many religions and cults in the Bible book. Oh no. Oh, that's definitely happening right now. Oh, well, this is awkward. That's already happening. NASA has already talked about that. It's under the name Wormwood. The Bible's book of Revelations appears under the name Wormwood. The Maya knew that for modern man to discover with anticipation an asteroid so large and then divert it would be one of major achievements of human history and a critical act that would unite us as a species. That's literally what they've been doing. They went live not too long ago and just tested out that theory, and they were successful with basically it launched the trajectory of the asteroid completely out of orbit. Oh, maybe I should have been a little bit more into this than I was. Alrighty. That's interesting. Okay, well, what's the seventh Maya prophecy? I don't know if I want to know, but all right. Tell us of the moment when the solar system in its cycle leaves the night and enters the dawn of the galaxy. It is said that in the 13 years from 1999 to 2012, the light which is emitted from the center of the galaxy synchronizes all living beings and permits them to voluntarily access an internal transformation, which produces new realities, that we all have the opportunity to change and break our limitations, receiving a new sense. Those who voluntarily find their interior state of peace, taking their frequency of vital energy from fear to love, will be able to capture and express themselves through thought and with that evolve. Well, ain't that fascinating for you? In a nutshell, you need the grail, okay? You need the grail. I should not drink one more, but I'm going to. Uh-oh, what's Susie doing? I'm fine. Thanks for asking. I feel like $1,000,000. Sweet skills. Best to keep quiet. I drink too much tonight. It's funny, Susie. I was gonna drink tonight, but then I decided not to. I just ate food instead, and then I'm gonna drink my water in a little bit and probably go to bed. I don't like that my hair's so short in the back. What the hellfire? It's so short. Anyways, I think I'm good. I don't want to talk Maya stuff right now. I'm sleepy. I want to just be lazy. So good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Again, hope to see you at the Discord Christmas party tomorrow. All are welcome. Just join in and start an account. But other than that, good night, everybody. I appreciate my mods in chat. I appreciate my viewers, and I appreciate people who have stuck with me since day one. Thanks so much. Good night.